Now let's hope this video still makes Roman look strong now. What up YouTube, I'm TC and welcome to Geek Theory. Today we're going to be talking a little wrestling. Now this video is going to be about the top 10 reasons why WWE fans just hate Roman Reigns. Now I know what you guys are thinking, not everybody hates Roman Reigns. There are a ton of Roman Reigns supporters out there. But, and I personally don't even hate the man himself. I think Roman Reigns is a great family man. I think he's a pretty good guy. I think he's a very hard worker, on the level of John Cena type worker. And, my qualms with it are just based on the character of Roman Reigns himself. So without further ado, and I know WWE is probably going to come after me. They're probably going to, because I'm going to bash, I'm going to dissect their poster boy, their golden child. I'm going to go through this countdown with you guys and explain why all the backlash against Roman Reigns. Why do people hate this man so much? Why is he so polarizing? And why booking him in the main event of WrestleMania is just going to be a disaster. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, remember to subscribe and to slap a like on it. Reason number 10, and these are in no particular order. They're not going to be ranked to like most significant to least significant. It's just going to be 10 different reasons on why wrestling fans, not sports entertainment fans, hate Roman Reigns so much. So number 10, let's start with his music. The Shield music. They still have not changed Roman Reigns' music. Right now he's coming out to one of the coolest factions in WWE to have ever graced us, in the ring. The Shield, awesome. You have Seth Rollins, you have Dean Ambrose, you have Roman Reigns, the enforcer of the Shield, right? So when they all split up finally, Dean goes off on his own, he gets his own identity, the crazy lunatic fringe, the maniac. Welcome to Ambrose Asylum. Seth becomes the architect, the face, the future of the WWE, and they both get their own exclusive music. But because the fans loved the Shield so much and WWE took notice, they were like, let's give Roman the Shield music, and in hopes that this is gonna remain cool with the fans. Like, oh, remember how cool the Shield was? And now he's coming out to the same Shield music. But in reality, it's just old, man. Like, get your own shtick. A lot of the people, it's like that guy who graduated from high school but still goes to like high school games like 2 or 3 years past and like tries to be a part of the team. Like, it's old, bro. Like, it's old. Get over it. So number 10 is his music. They need to update his theme. And let's go ahead and get into number 9 right now. So number 9 is, where is it? His attire. Right now he is, alright guys, he is still in Shield mode. He's got his Kevlar vest on, which looks ridiculous. Like when he gets body slammed and he's got a layer of padding and protection there. Way to coddle him, WWE. It just looks pathetic. It's kind of like what D'Lo Brown used to wear. He used to wear the same type of armor. And in the recent pay-per-view, I think it was Fastlane, of course he got up after like 4 or 5 chair shots. He's wearing a freaking protective vest and everyone in the audience can see it. It doesn't give him any sort of legitimacy as a tough bad guy at all. And he's got his symbol, the Roman Reigns symbol, which looks very close to like the Hardy Boys symbol and some other type of mashup symbol. But the whole gear itself, it's dated again. It's from the Shield. He's living in the past. If he was gonna go out on his own, create, get some new attire, get some new music, like I had previously stated in number 9, and just come out as your own man. The WWE is trying to piggy bank on the success of the Shield by giving Roman everything that has to do with the Shield. And they think that we are all just gonna eat it all up, that we're just gonna be like, okay, I love the Shield, so, Roman Reigns still looks like he's in the Shield. Therefore, I love Roman. And no, WWE, that's not what's gonna happen. We are going to rebel. We are gonna be like, no, like, this guy needs to change. He needs to be updated. So that's number 9. All right, moving on to number 8 is his promos and his mic skills. Okay, we all know that Roman Reigns isn't the best talker. Recently, he's been like spewing out like nursery rhymes. That one night he had it with the Big Show where he was making a metaphor, you know, of like being Jack in the Giant Beanstalk or something like that, and suffering succotash lines. Like these are all super corny, and all the audience, all the men above age 15, I guess, adolescent men, know that this is bullshit. Like it's so corny, and like this guy's supposed to be like strong and silent. Why? You know how he was in the Shield? People loved Roman in the Shield because he was the silent enforcer. He was a guy of very few words, and he would just come in, take care of business, you know, use his 1 or 2 word catchphrase, which is "believe that," and then he would just demolish people, a la similar to like Goldberg and stuff like that. But the fact that they're giving this guy so much mic time, they are trying to push him in our faces. Like, why not try to highlight his strengths, the way he looks, you know, his presence, his dominance, his aggression? But no, they're like, oh, here's a microphone, go out for a 10-minute promo, and they're just like setting him up for failure. And you know, when he was injured, like that 2 months or whatever, he went and he took acting classes, all right? And WWE made it known, like, oh, Roman was like doing all this stuff. He went to acting classes. He came back that first night and he screwed up on his promo. So immediately, people were just, you know, people like to hate and to jump on anybody for, you know, screwing up anything in the ring. So this definitely does not help Roman. The fact that they're out there having him deliver cheesy lines, and most of his promos are scripted. So they're writing this stuff for him. They're not even letting him go out there and be himself. They're giving him some crap material to try to memorize, and then his delivery is not all that, you know, developed yet, so that's also messing with him. But number 8, all around, are his promos. He needs to get better at promos. All right, we're getting on to number 7, which is boom. The way he cocks his fist before the Superman punch is so freaking stupid. Like, before he did, you know, the whole fist cock thing, it was just the Superman punch, and the way Michael Cole sells it on commentary is just ridiculous as well. First of all, you're calling a move a Superman punch, which has been done, you know, for years in UFC, right? But you're pretty much throwing it out there to the crowd, like, okay, this guy is delivering a Superman punch. He is the Superman of the WWE. Superman, Super Cena. Super Cena, John Cena. Nobody started to like, everyone started to hate John Cena towards the end of his career, or until he recently got injured. And that's what the WWE audience, universe, pro wrestling fans feel that the WWE is trying to do, to make Roman Reigns the next John Cena. And this is just terrible. This is the whole cocking the fist thing. It's so cartoonish. Like, I know Randy Orton does something similar, you know, setting up for his RKO. He like slithers on the ground and boom, pounds the ring, goes up for the RKO, but at least that's cool. This is, every time he does it, you just hear, if they're in the hardcore cities like Philly, Detroit, Chicago, as soon as he does this, the crowd immediately boos. So Roman, I would suggest cutting that out of your arsenal, at least before the spear. Just stop cocking your fist. All right, let's go ahead and get into number 6. Number 6 is, I guess it's a little nitpicky, but it's Roman's spear. And the fact that they are protecting that finish way more than Sheamus's bro kick. Now, if we look, you know, back within the history of the spear, a lot of notable talent have used the move. The best spear in the business, I think, because it looked like a straight up shoot tackle move, was Bill Goldberg's spear. It looked intense, it looked dangerous, and it was dangerous, believe me. And then you had Rhino, which it wasn't called the spear, it was the gore. You had Paul Heyman selling it for him. Gore, gore, gore. Like, it was just so awesome. And even Edge, which was kind of like, it was more like a side spear. He would hit him with his shoulder, but it's still, Edge knew how to sell it well. Even, I guess, Charlotte, who's doing her version of the spear, which is a little bit more of an arm spear, if you guys see that. When she spears, she kind of uses her arm a little bit more, and it looks more like a takedown. But Roman spear, I don't know, there's nothing special about it. There was one really cool time that he did it where he like leaped like 10 feet, then he contacted somebody with it. But he needs to add like a little tick before, or not even that, because I don't want it to end up like this, but he needs to like do something to, I guess, differentiate it. I think somewhere in an interview he said something like, "I made the spear my own," and smarks or smart wrestling fans who tune into that type of stuff, they were like, "What, dude? You're gonna try to claim the spear?" Like, before you do that, just pay attention to people who have done it before you. Like, don't even try to do that, Roman. But anyway, yes, the spear needs to be tweaked or fixed, or maybe even come up with a new finisher, because that move is being protected like no other. All right, so I think we're on number 5 now. Number 5 is that Roman is Vince's prototypical champion. And what I mean by that is that he is, big. He's a big man. Vince loves huge men. He doesn't like smaller guys. He's handsome. Roman Reigns is a handsome gentleman. He's got the long flowing hair. Vince McMahon has, I don't want to say that. Vince McMahon loves Roman Reigns, and he knows that all the girls are like, they swoon over Roman. So he is desperately trying to have Roman just be the face of the WWE, the next John Cena, because John Cena is not going to be there for very longer. Vince McMahon wants Roman to take over and to take the place of Super Cena, basically. And what's pissing us off about it is that he's trying to keep him a babyface the whole time, when turning Roman heel would do tons for his character development. People don't want to cheer Roman right now. It's because he is being forced down our throats. Now, I guess people know that Vince McMahon loves Roman Reigns, and wrestling fans are a bit of a rebel, part of the rebel culture, and they like to go against the grain. So knowing that Vince McMahon likes, that tall, prototypical, huge guy as the face of the WWE and as the champion, it makes us want to reject it and not support it. All right, moving on to number 4. It's Roman Reigns' matches, his experience, and just his ring skills. Now, I'm not one to critique anybody on their wrestling talent. I've just been watching it, pre-Attitude Era. That's how long I've been watching wrestling, and he's a good worker. Like, a lot of people complain about his move set, that he has a couple moves and then he finishes. Just like he's got that standing drop kick on the apron. He's got his spear, Superman punch, the flying clothesline, and stuff like that. But all wrestlers have these. All wrestlers have their signature moves that they go to. But the difference is here that a lot of other wrestlers know how to tell a story in the ring and incorporate their movesets at the same time. Roman's matches, started to look a lot like Super Cena's matches recently, in terms of John Cena was the worst when it came to his same shoulder tackles, and then he would do his 5-knuckle shuffle, boom, straight into the A every single time, no changing it whatsoever. And people are getting kind of tired of Roman, I guess, doing his same old shtick, leading up to the same moves, and again, that the spear is just so over in terms of a finishing move, that they're just tired of it. They don't think Roman himself doesn't have enough experience in the company and in the business to be working, main event level matches with his limited moveset and psychology, of the ring. But anyway, that's number 4. All right, moving on. The next reason why people hate Roman Reigns so much is that he got a rocket up his ass and boom, straight to the top. Roman Reigns has not won a secondary title to help launch him to WWE main event status. Like, you have people like The Rock, who at least were Intercontinental Champion. You have Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin, who was Intercontinental Champion. You have people even in WCW who had to go through the US title to get the big gold belt, right? Roman Reigns didn't even, he skipped the Intercontinental, he skipped the US or whatever. I think was he even a tag team champion, or was that Dean and Seth? I can't remember. Don't crucify me because I don't remember at this point. But yeah, so screw that. Roman Reigns doesn't have to do any type of mid-card thing at all. He just goes straight to the main title. And people see that as not nepotism, but they see it as favoritism. Because Vince McMahon sees Roman Reigns as this huge, movie star, future movie star, like a la The Rock, because he's The Rock's cousin or whatever. They're just gonna, they're gonna shoot him up to the main event. without not paying his dues in terms of like at least holding the other belts. Even some of our most respected superstars, you know, first they won the US title or first they won the Intercontinental title before moving on to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So a lot of people don't love that, you know, he's just getting fast-tracked to the main event and everyone's supposed to just take it in and be like, oh, okay, I guess so. But that's a huge reason why people just are hating on Roman Reigns right now. Let's go ahead and move on to our next one. All right, so moving on to our next reason why people hate Roman Reigns so much is that Vince and the WWE is constantly trying to shove him down our throats. I know I've been saying this in a couple different other reasons above, but this one, people don't like to be told what to like. And WWE is constantly insulting our intelligence every week on Raw when the fans are booing this man. The fans are like, I hate Roman. You know, they're just not making Roman look strong at all, and they just ignore it. They ignore it, guys. They ignore it because they think that eventually, you know, those that like Roman Reigns will overshadow anyone else, you know, all the detractors. And when they go to cities where, you know, you have a bunch of little kids or a lot of women, that, you know, people are going to generally warm up to him. But no, guys, like, wrestling fans are fickle. Wrestling fans, I can speak as one because I've been a wrestling fan for almost my entire life. And shoving him in, you know, shoving him down our throats is not the way to go. It's the way to make people turn on him. You know, if you want people to hate him so much, turn the man heel. Get him in a freaking stable with his brothers, the Usos. Have him be like the Samoan Squad. Have Samoa Joe, you know, come up to the main roster. Where are the factions at? The New Day, okay, that's cool, right? Cool little three-man faction. Have the freaking Samoan faction. Have Samoa Joe come up to the main roster. Have Roman be the leader of that squad. A heel squad with the Usos. And just, this would make Roman Reigns a lot cooler in everyone's eyes. Instead of doing what they're doing, which is constantly failing and then not listening to the audience. Stop shoving Roman Reigns down our fucking throats. Alright guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the number one. And the number one reason why people just are right now hating Roman Reigns is because they are trying to book him as the underdog. Now, look at Roman Reigns. Look at this guy. Does he look like the person in high school who was like getting bullied left and right and like getting his head shoved in a locker and in a toilet? No. Or does he look like that jock on the football team that is like doing the bullying? Like he is currently like one of their main spokesmen for like the Be a Star campaign, which is like the anti-bullying thing. But the way that they're booking him is that they're trying to book him like they were booking Daniel Bryan. People wanted to cheer Daniel Bryan because Daniel Bryan does not look like the stereotypical, prototypical, you know, WWE champion. Like he's a shorter guy, a frumpy looking guy with a huge beard, you know, the true underdog. So they did a fucking fantastic job of booking Daniel Bryan, even though it was us, the fans, that made them change their course and do that. It wasn't even them themselves. But anyway, so they're trying to book Roman in this current Triple H Roman Reigns situation where they're trying to make Triple H, you know, just beat the living hell out of Roman Reigns like every week so that we feel sorry for Roman. Are we really ever going to feel sorry for Roman? The answer is no. When you are born this way and you have these, looks where you're just a gorgeous man and you're like built, like you're not the underdog in life. You were given a freaking bone, okay? You were born with a silver spoon in your mouth by the way you look. You already won the lottery, all right? No one's gonna feel sorry for you. Stop booking him like the underdog Daniel Bryan. We are not going to feel the same way about this man that we are about Daniel Bryan. It's not gonna work. Stop, from the movie Mean Girls, stop trying to make fetch work. WWE, please stop trying to make Roman as the underdog work. It doesn't make any sense. It's not helping him. All you're doing is destroying his credibility. All you're doing is just delaying the process, delaying the growth process of his character. Oh man, but the only reason I'm going off about this subject is because I'm passionate. I think Roman Reigns could be a great wrestler. I think he can, I think there is so much potential there for him to be an awesome heel. Do what you did for The Rock. The Rock started to get booed as Rocky Maivia. They turned him, and he started to become the corporate Rock. In the corporation, he was just a sarcastic, funny guy. Even though Roman Reigns doesn't have the persona and the personality that The Rock has, I'm sure he would be a lot more natural in his role as a heel than he is as a babyface. Turn him heel, have the crowd have a reason to boo him, and then once the crowd, I guess keep him, I wouldn't say keep him away from the main event, because as a heel it works. People want to hate him, people want to see him get his ass kicked. But turn him heel until he just becomes so cool of a heel that the crowd will organically start to cheer him. And that's how it happens, WWE. Like, you can't not push somebody onto us and expect us to be like, yay, Roman Reigns. No, it has to happen organically. That is what happened to Steve Austin. That's what happened to The Rock. That's what happened to Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, all the greats. Like, why are you going against, the process that creates stars for you? So, in conclusion, these are a couple of reasons why, the general audience, or not even the general audience, these are a couple of reasons why pro wrestling fans right now are so polarized with the character of Roman Reigns and why they hate him so much. I hope somebody gets a wind of this video to kind of like, I don't know, send to somebody there. I hope it doesn't get taken down for copyright. They may be like, man, this guy TC, he is shitting all over our poster boy, our golden child, our Roman Reigns. We have to claim this video or have it removed immediately. Which I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. But anyway, I had to get on here and share my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys want to see more, I'm coming up with a couple different videos as we speak about how Sting and Undertaker should have been booked for this year, and the difference between like comic books, superheroes, and wrestling, because there's a lot of crossover with those types of fans, including myself. So I hope you guys stay tuned to the channel. If you like this video, please hit the like button and make sure you subscribe for more. This channel is going to be, it's called Geek Theory for a reason. I'm geeky about a bunch of different things: wrestling, comics, superheroes, movies, and stuff like that. So I hope you guys stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video.